Marvel's Wolverine landed at this week's State of Play, and Insomniac Games has now shared the full list of accessibility features coming at launch. It's one of the longest lists I've covered, so let's walk through it with a focus on what it means for low vision and blind players. Quick note first, the gameplay trailer itself ships with an audio description track. Open the settings cog, choose English Descriptive, and it describes what's on screen. A sign this isn't an afterthought. Let's start with gameplay and controls. From the first launch, you can change every setting before the game even begins. There are presets too, quick bundles for mobility, motion sensitivity, or visual and audio needs in one tap. Difficulty is fully adjustable. You can tune how quickly enemies detect you and their health and damage. There's a chase assist that slows targets during chase sequences, and, fittingly, settings to reduce gore. Combat has a lot of give. You choose how dodging works, single tap, hold, or toggle, and you can widen the timing windows for dodging and parrying. You can even slow the whole game down, not just globally, but separately for stealth and combat, down to 30% speed. Controls are remappable, with shortcuts on the directional pad, and hold or toggle options for sprinting, interface actions, and special techniques. There's auto sprint with adjustable delay, QuickTime events can autocomplete, and puzzles are skippable. In combat, you get a lock-on system, a camera setting to keep enemies in view, and traversal assist that handles climbing and jumping for you. Vibration is granular too, adjustable globally or separately for cinematics and footsteps. To help you find your way, navigation assist lays down a trail, color adjustable, while the camera turns to face your objective. You control how fast it turns, which helps if you're prone to motion sickness. That comfort theme runs deep. You can adjust camera shake, full screen effects, rotation effects, motion blur, depth of field, and chromatic aberration. And there's an adjustable center dot, size, color, and opacity to give your eyes a fixed point. Now the part this channel cares about most, visual accessibility. You can toggle health bars separately for Wolverine and bosses. You can resize text, waypoints, button prompts, and icons, and recolor highlighted keywords. The colors for effects are adjustable too. Your senses, enemy combat effects, and the parry and dodge cues. There's a proper high contrast mode with outlines for friends and enemies, adjustable thickness and brightness. There are also shaders that paint elements in a single flat color, applied to Wolverine, allies, the non-playable characters, enemies, collectibles, and interactable objects, with adjustable opacity and a high contrast background option. And here's the big one for blind players, a screen reader for menus, tutorials, and notifications. You can adjust its volume, speed, level of detail, and whether it repeats narration. But it goes further than menus. There are audio cues and a heartbeat option that lets you hear and feel enemy heartbeats. When audio cues are on, navigation assist gives you cues too, to help you find your way and, crucially, to tell you whether your objective is above you or below you. The developers confirmed that directly, and it's what makes a game genuinely navigable without sight, not just readable in the menus. There are also in-game audio descriptions in several languages for the cinematics, and a single language audio option that switches important foreign language dialogue into your chosen voice language, which matters if you can't rely on subtitles. On audio, subtitles are highly customizable, size and color for the text, speaker names, and background opacity. Captions cover sound effects and music, just as adjustable, and both can show an optional directional indicator so you know where a sound comes from. You can switch to mono audio, boost the voice channel for clearer dialogue, and limit or filter specific frequencies. There's a streaming mode that swaps out licensed music, and a profanity filter for audio and subtitles, though that's US English only. One handy extra, a recently changed settings section shows your 20 most recently adjusted options. Insomniac say this list was condensed, so the definitive version lives on their support site, and the PlayStation Store page already has accessibility tags. Marvel's Wolverine releases on PlayStation 5 on September the 15th. My quick take? One of the most complete accessibility offerings I've seen at launch. And the fact that navigation cues work by ear, telling you if an objective is above or below, means this is one of the rare big-budget games thinking about blind players in gameplay, not just menus. If this was useful, subscribe. I cover low vision and blind accessibility every week.